imagined your brother would have sided with the abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
涙の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も
Scene ini diawali di pagi yang cerah di pelabuhan Liyue setelah beberapa hari lalu bertemu dengan Ether. Lumin dan Paimon bergegas pergi menemui Atsuko, di mana dia adalah warga Inazuma yang berhasil kabur ke pelabuhan Liyue dan terlihat sehat walafiat. Setelah mendengar cerita Atsuko yang keluar Inazuma tidak semudah kelihatannya, mereka pun pergi ke kapal Kapten Baidu sesuai arahan dari Atsuko. Sampainya di sebuah kapal, dengan sambutan yang sangat ramah, saking ramahnya sampai ingin red bintang 1. Akhirnya Lumin pun merampok kapal tersebut.
What a bountiful haul.
Setelah membantu para awak kapal dengan masalah internal yang mereka miliki, akhirnya Lumin pun dipertemukan dengan owner dari kapal tersebut.
I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet.
Setelah menjelaskan tujuan mereka datang ke kapal tersebut, dan Baidu yang masih ngeyel pun tetap menjelaskan turnamen yang sedang dia adakan dengan hadiah yang berupa sebuah vision tanpa pemilik. Dan untuk memenuhi hasrat ngeyel Kapten Baidu serta diiming-imingi hadiah tiket gratis menuju kota Inazuma, akhirnya Lumin pun mengikuti turnamen gelut tersebut. Tibalah di tempat turnamen yang berlokasi Guyun Stone Forest. Turnamen Crux Fleet. Turnamen yang rutin diadakan oleh Kapten Baidu sebagai tempat mengasah ilmu bela diri dengan sistem knockout. Atau biasa disebut sekali kalah langsung bali, dengan prasyarat setiap peserta harus orang yang tidak memiliki sebuah vision. Yang pertama, inilah Paman Yun, mengaku sebagai juara kedua pada turnamen MMA, si paling tangguh yang mampu menggulung treasure hoarder dalam satu serangan.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that.
Yang kedua, Jin Yu si bocil sombong dengan ambisi mendapatkan vision untuk menyempurnakan kehidupannya. Yang ketiga, Tachibana bersaudara. Sebut saja Ling dan Lung.
Frog Splash too?
Mengaku berasal dari klan Lingsan dengan jurus andalan ilmu pengalih tenaga dengan teknik mengontrol pernapasan. Menangkis semua serangan tanpa bergerak sedikit pun lalu dikonter dengan tinju dibalas tinju. Setelah Lumin mendaftar, turnamen pun baru dimulai.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
Setelah berhasil mengantar pulang beberapa peserta, sampailah di babak final.
Truly commendable.
Rumornya, lawan Lumin kali ini memiliki kecepatan cahaya.
And it could
Ketika
cost
lengah
you
sedikit saja, apapun bisa dirampas olehnya, sangat mengerikan.
victory over your opponent.
Sebelum babak final dimulai,
Valuable skill.
Bang Kajuha yang dari awal penasaran dengan kekuatan Lumin, akhirnya diajaklah Lumin mojok dengannya.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Setelah kembali ke tempat turnamen, semua panitia pun kaget ketika hadiah utama dari turnamen tersebut tiba-tiba menghilang. Dan hilangnya hadiah utama bebarengan dengan peserta yang tidak kunjung muncul sampai sekarang. Sangat mencurigakan. Untung saja Kajuha yang bisa ngobrol dengan kentut. Kajuha yang bisa ngobrol dengan angin pun berhasil melacak posisi maling tersebut. Dan benar saja, maling pun berhasil ditemukan, dan ternyata bukan hanya sekedar rumor belaka. Ternyata peserta yang kabur benar-benar memiliki kecepatan cahaya dan ketika lengah, apapun bisa dirampas olehnya. Eta rampok sia goblok. Dengan kalahnya si maling Bewan dengan Lumin dan disaksikan oleh Kajuha, secara otomatis Lumin pun keluar sebagai pemenang.
I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision?
Sebelum kembali ke tempat turnamen, mari kita dengarkan cerita asal-usul dari vision tersebut.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Huh? Did Beidou leave already? Maybe she went back to
Sampainya
her ship.
mereka di tempat turnamen, mereka pun kaget karena tempat turnamen sudah sepi dan tragedi maling tersebut terdengar sampai ke telinga Nona Ningguang. Akhirnya Kapten Baidu pun dipanggil untuk menghadap dan terlihat sempat misu sedikit. Kapten Baidu pun kembali ke pelabuhan.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified, and our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word. But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning.
Setelah Kajuha
The
undur
part of your
diri
journey
untuk
that
mencari
lies after the
inspirasi,
storm may
video
well
pun
prove to be
sudah
the most
berakhir.
arduous.
Thanks YouTube.